There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is a dimension of imagination. It is an area of which we call the Twilight Zone.
You see anything?
The tops of some trees have been knocked down. Looks like something hit that pond. Whatever it is, it'll be under ice till next spring.
Yeah, meteor or something, probably. Better check in. You know, that woman on the phone was about calling off the National Guard. This is 1183, reporting a checkout, over.
Go ahead.
Yeah, reporting a checkout on an unidentified flying object. Supposed to have landed in the area of Hook's Landing. Appears to have cut off the tops of some trees. Came down to the ice near Tracy's Pond, and well, we can't see it now.
Bill?
Hold on a second. Yeah?
There are footprints up here. They're coming from the pond.
There appears to be some evidence that, well, we'll call you back.
What's it all about?
We don't know yet.
How's that?
Look, we'll call you back in a little bit, all right?
All right, Patrick, but look, there's been some talk about a bridge going out up there. When you can, you better make sure she's posted and blocked off. Enough ice jammed up against it to cool the conker.
Yeah, roger and out.
No question about it. Something left that pond and went over to the diner.
Looks like a bus in front of that diner. You don't think that came out of the pond too, do you?
Ha ha ha, very funny.
Sorry. Let's just leave the car here. I want to follow the tracks, make sure to lead to the diner.
Wintry February night, 1964. Order of events, a phone call from a frightened young woman notating the arrival of an unidentified flying object. With the checkout you just witnessed, with 2 state troopers verifying the event. With nothing more enlightening to add beyond that of some tracks leading across the highway to a diner. You've heard of trying to find a needle in a haystack? Well, stay with us now and you'll be part of an investigating team whose mission is not to find a proverbial needle. No, their task is even harder. They've got to find a Martian in a diner. And in just a moment, you'll search with them, because you've just landed in the Twilight Zone. Do you think?
Trouble? Whose bus is this out here?
That's mine, officer. What's the problem?
The bridge up there has been declared temporarily impassable. Ice flow stacked up against it. Another pound of weight, and it could be driftwood.
That's rough. Can't turn around and go back now. There's a slide up at the turnoff. Blocked the whole road.
Looks like you're kind of marooned. Till morning, anyway.
Till morning. I've got to be in Boston at 9 a.m.
Then you better start walking, mister. Because that bus stays out there until they fix that bridge. Either that, or have them drop off some snowshoes.
So might as well get comfortable and get a little hot food again.
Oh, that's great. That's fine, isn't it? Get comfortable and get a little hot food again. That's a precious little consolation for missing my meeting in Boston. That's a fine little bus route you work for, isn't it? They care so much about their schedules, don't they?
Wouldn't be too hard on them, mister. They've got no control over snow, bridges, the sides of hills that decide to come down. It's pretty much out of their hands.
So what do you think?
They're all on that bus, weren't they?
What's the trouble? Looking for somebody?
Driver, you got a passenger manifest.
Passenger manifest? What do you think I got parked out there? 707? Mister, that's a 14-year-old bus, and business is lousy. My boss would run rum across the border if there was a profit in it. We don't ask passengers their names. We kiss them gently and help them on in. We're that glad to have them with or without names.
How many on?
6. Unless one of them fell off when we hit a bump. I picked up 6 and I'm supposed to deliver 6.
Well, Nobody fell out. Somebody must have jumped in. There are 7 here now.
That's funny. I know I had 6 people.
Thanks. Now tell me, was there anybody in here for the bus stop?
Oh no, I haven't served anybody since 11 o'clock this morning. Well, I figured this whole bunch got off the bus.
We did. There was no one in here when we came in.
Then how do you count 7 people?
That one beats me. Someone didn't get off the bus.
Which one of you wasn't on the bus?
We were all on the bus. What kind of interrogation is this anyway? If we're going to be grilled, I want to talk to a lawyer.
That's a good one. First he wants snowshoes, then he wants a lawyer.
I don't remember seeing you on that bus.
Well, that's quite funny, because I don't remember seeing you neither. Makes one of us a liar, don't it?
This is preposterous. What difference does it make who was on the bus or who wasn't, or whether there was 6 or 7 or 120? Is this a diner or Gestapo headquarters?
Well, now take it easy, mister. What's it all about?
Did you hear anything fly over here tonight?
Fly over here? No, I didn't hear anything.
We got a call about 2 hours ago. Woman said she heard something fly over and then come down.
Fly over here? From where?
From up there, an unidentified flying object.
Unidentified flying object? Nothing's come down from up there except snow. That's all I've seen for the past 14 hours is snow. Where'd you say it came down?
Close to here.
Look, something did land in Tracy's pond. Left a trail of broken branches before it hit. We found tracks leading away from it.
To where?
To here.
You mean something landed in Tracy's pond and then coming here? That's crazy. Nothing's coming here since 11 o'clock this morning. Nothing said these...
Except me and my passengers. Me and 6 people. That means someone here.
George, I don't like this.
Easy, honey, easy. Now, let me try to understand this, officers. You're telling us that there's one person here who landed in some kind of saucer or something, and then came in here?
Came in here with us?
Well, that's just not possible. We'd have seen them.
Not necessarily. It's snowing and dark outside. We came in here with our eyes closed to get out. Anyone could have jumped in with us and we would have noticed.
Look, you were all on the bus together. You would have known who the other passengers were.
Well, that don't cut any ice. They loaded at Hook's Landing in the snow. Tell you the truth, I don't know who got one.
She's just like a science fiction, that's what she is. 6 humans and 1 monster from outer space. Say, you wouldn't happen to have an eye in the back of your head, would you?
Look, I find you offensive, you know that?
So what do we do now, officer?
Look, miss, this isn't exactly par for our courses either. We go off on a lot of nutty assignments, but this one, I mean, wow.
Well, I know how you begin. You pair off the couples. Since there's just one person who doesn't belong here, you eliminate the couples.
We're exonerated across us all. We're 2 of the humans.
Us 2, my wife and I. We're in the clear. Honey, what's wrong?
I could have sworn you had a mole on your chin.
A mole on my chin. Connie, I've never had a mole on my chin.
Now, I can tell you what's going to happen here. We're all going to get so panicky that everybody and his brother will start picking up invisible clues from each other. This is nonsense.
Well, of course it's nonsense. If a husband and wife suddenly start wondering whether the husband is really the husband and the wife is really the...
Now, wait a minute. I think 23 years is long enough for a woman to know who she's married to. So thank you kindly stop looking at me as I put on this face as part of a costume.
I don't know this. She don't know who he is. He don't know who she is. We don't know who she is. And this lemon sucker here, he's the most suspicious of the bunch.
You got a back door to this place?
Sure, why?
Go back there and lock it.
Well, it's already locked. If that certain somebody really is from outer space, they just walk through the walls anyway, right?
Check them for wings, check them for wings. Look under their coats.
You got identification, Grandpa?
Left it down in the pond in my spaceship.
Who won the World Series last year?
What is this? Some sort of prolonged practical joke?
I get it. Pittsburgh Pirates took it 4 out of 7 from the Yankees. You didn't figure as a Martian you know nothing about the great American pastime, did you? Huh?
Have you got any identification, miss?
Well, no, as a matter of fact, I don't. I left my wallet. I left it in my suitcase. I wish I'd gone ahead.
What's your name, miss?
Ethel McConnell. I'm a professional dancer.
How many legs? How many legs?
chance.
What about you, Grandpa?
She was on the bus.
How did you know?
She's the only one I noticed.
Why, thank you.
But who noticed him? How do we know you're the same one driving the bus? Ain't nobody been exonerated yet. That's for sure.
Look, let's just cut this farce out right now. We'll all show our identifications, put a stop to it. This whole thing's ridiculous.
Then how do you explain the extra person in here?
Yes, how about that?
Simple. The driver was mistaken. 7 people got on the bus when he thought there were only 6.
Is that possible?
Not a chance in the world. I counted heads before we took off. There were 6 people.
Miss,
What caused that?
we may get a kick out of all this in the morning, but in the meantime, everyone stay right where they are.
Say, where are the troopers? Oh, stepped outside. Snow stopped. Say, Haley, that wasn't your gag, was it? I mean the business with the jukebox starting like that.
No, not me. I'm strictly short orders and pay your taxes. I don't know anything about science fiction. A jukebox is a jukebox, and if that thing wants to start up all on its own, you'll check with an electrical engineer.
Take me to your leader! Take me to your leader!
Find anything?
No, took a look at the bridge.
It's holding up pretty well.
I know that bridge. What's more, I don't trust it.
Well, thank goodness we needn't concern ourselves with your judgment. If that bridge gets a clean bill of health, you'll drive that bus right across it.
Listen, mister, you may be a big shot in Boston, but when it comes to bridges and buses, I've got seniority. And I tell you that that bridge is so old that anything that may drive over...
What is this? Why are the lights going off like that?
We may be losing power. Oh, this is weird. This is just plain weird.
Well, I wish whoever it was would play his cards right now.
Why don't they do something? There's no point in keeping us cooped up in here like this and...
The point is this, miss. We're all kids in the closet in here. Nobody understands what's going on. And if there was some sort of saucer that landed that pond and the alien did come here, I think it would be a real healthy idea that we pinpoint to that particular somebody and kept them from leaving.
Makes sense. Maybe whoever it is invisible. Maybe they're just playing around. Cat and mouse.
That is childish nonsense.
Yeah, how about that?
Well, if somebody were to ask
Well,
me,
nobody did ask you and nobody will.
Why don't you leave the old man alone?
Who invited you into this?
Well, I didn't realize we were waiting for invitations, but you've got this big thing about bossing everybody around.
Look, lady, it's tough enough just sitting here without...
Get over there and sit down, Gramps. Yeah. What? It's all right? Okay. The bridge is all right.
Well, it's about time. Shall we go?
What do you think, Perry?
Can't hold them.
making a big mistake, officer, big mistake. Let the monster out.
That may well be, old man. That may well be. We can't hold someone on suspicion for being a monster. You can roll him anytime.
Alright. Are they sure about that bridge? I don't like that sucker. It sways in the wind and it's not even a suspension.
Look, buddy, that was a county engineer. The bridge has been declared passable. If it makes you feel any better, we'll go on ahead across the bridge first.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you can pay your checks right over here. Godspeed and safe trip. And y'all come back and see us again now, you hear? That is all but one of you. You had 14 cups of coffee. That's $1.40. Thank you. All right, you had the coffee and the chili. Thank you. Coffee. Thank you. Oh, you had chili also, right? 90 cents.
Thank you. Bye, officer.
Miss Miss McConnell?
I counted 7.
Yeah, 7.
Bet you by the time we get to Boston, there'll be 17.
Ah, something for you?
Coffee. Black.
One coffee, black. Say, didn't you, what I mean is, didn't you get on that bus?
Oh, yes. Indeed I did. I got on that bus. You know something? That bridge wasn't safe. It collapsed. State police car, the bus, everything. Kerplunk, straight in the river. It was a terrible scene. No one got out.
Well, except you.
Except me. Lucky, I guess, huh?
Very lucky. But
What?
well, you're not even wet.
Wet? What's wet?
What do you mean, what's wet? You fell in the river, but your clothes are all dry.
An illusion. That's all. Just an illusion. Like that jukebox playing in the corner. That's an illusion too. Or that telephone ringing. That's an illusion. Just a parlor trick.
What are you, some kind of magician?
Who, me? Oh, hardly. Now, before you faint dead away, I gotta explain that my name isn't really Ross. And I wasn't really going to Boston. No, you see, I was sent as a kind of advanced scout. You know these, cigarettes, do you call them? They taste wonderful. We haven't got a thing like this on Mars. That's, incidentally, where I come from. We're beginning to colonize. My friends will be arriving shortly. You know, I think they're going to like it here. Lovely area, so remote, so pleasant, so off the beaten track. Perfect spot for a colony, don't you think, Mr. Haley? Now, while we're waiting, how about a little, what do you call it? Music.
I don't mind. You see, Mr. Ross, my name isn't really Haley. And I do agree with you, this is an extraordinary place to colonize. We folks on Venus had the same idea. We got it several years ago. And I really think I ought to tell you that your friends are not coming. They've been intercepted. Oh, and a colony is coming, but it's from Venus. And if you're still alive, I think you'll see how we differ. Oh, and I do agree with you about that thing they call, music. Why don't you play some?
Incident on a small island. To be believed or disbelieved. However, if a sour-faced dandy named Ross or a good-natured counterman who handles a spatula as if he was born with one in his mouth, if either of these two entities cross your path, you might want to hold their hands. All three of them. Or check the color of their eyes. All three of them. The gentleman in question just might try to pull you into the Twilight Zone.